Alright guys, we are live. Sorry about all that loveliness that was happening. Please let me get that off the fucking screen. I hate things like this sometimes. There we go. Let me get everything set up, that way you guys can hear Avy. This is so much fun, so much fun.
And with TowerDive.
There we go. I think they can be able to hear you now, so I'm gonna go ahead and drop that down. Client with blockers and take this away. Alright guys, so welcome to the TowerDive Weekly. We are sorry about the slow delay. We are all having tech issues for some ungodly known reason, but my name's KuroMakai, and joining me today for the color casting is Avy.
Hey guys, what's up?
So what we're looking at is we're in the teams, the picks and bans that we saw: Blitzcrank, Kale, and Hecarim go out for the blue side. Twisted Fate, Kha'Zix, and Caitlyn on the purple side. Any real mechanics you see here, Avy?
It looks like with Twisted Fate being banned, they're trying to shut out that global pressure. I mean, with him being able to push his lane well, dropping an ult can instantly change a losing 2v2 to a winning 3v2. With the Blitzcrank ban, that's kind of common ban, but the bans on Blitzcrank aren't as good as aren't as expected as they used to be. I feel like Blitzcrank's trying to kind of dropping off, and they're it looks like on blue side they are dropping a lot of initiation with Blitzcrank and Hecarim being banned.
Absolutely, and with the first pick being a Thresh, I believe they're actually just trying to remove all other forms of pulling people into team fights or soloing people out. So we definitely see the purple team countering with a Jarvan and Lulu pick. Now, do you see Jarvan just going to the jungle like a standard, or do you see him possibly going top lane, like we've seen Skycasper do a few times?
I'm expecting him to sit and go in the jungle. With the Lulu pick, it kind of synergizes really well with them lining up their ults, giving Jarvan that dunk down, trapping people in, and then knocking them up, keeping a lot of CC and keeping them controlled in one area.
Sounds pretty strong, actually. And we go ahead and see a Xin Zhao lock-in pretty quickly. He's also one of those versatile people that can go jungle or top. I've seen him go mid a few times, but I think that was more of a troll than a serious business.
What I do like about this blue team is I really like Thresh pick. As a main support, I love playing Thresh. He's one of the strongest picks that I've known. He's kind of like a buffed Blitzcrank.
In his own right, yes he is, because he's able to go, as I understand, whenever I first made a guide for him, he can go AD carry, jungle, support, AP carry, he can go pretty much everywhere. Yeah.
And it looks like with this MF pickup, they're going a lot of AoE damage. What I'm thinking they're going to be looking at is Jarvan to ult in, and then Lulu ult Jarvan, and have that bullet time just fly through and shred everyone that's stuck in that little area.
Speaking of shredding, do you think she's going to be picking up a Black Cleaver just for that method?
She could be. I would not be surprised with that. A lot of items can go into it, and yeah, I do believe that she will be getting a Black Cleaver.
Speaking of AoEs, we saw Vladimir being hovered over for a while, but they're going to settle on Malphite. So, yes, we're looking at everything being focused on MS bullet time and everyone else doing CCs of AoE style.
And assuming this team can do it, they will have no problem doing a Malphite-Lulu combo, which is really strong because keeping people up in the air for a good amount of time isn't letting them do damage, and not letting them do damage is really strong.
Absolutely. However, in the blue team, they have a few ways to reach the back line without really having to sacrifice much, so they might be able to counter this whole purple team's AoE comp.
Also, with that, I like the Elise pick because a lot of these guys, Malphite and Jarvan, are going to be building a lot of health and tankiness. And with her Q going off for centile health, it's going to be able to hit them pretty well, harder than it would if they were going someone that stacked MR or armor.
Absolutely, and then of course you have Thresh and hit all of his CCs. He can lock down any individual target for a good amount of time. So, as stated before, they have a lot of ways to keep someone out of the fight. And with, oh well, now they have a Malzahar, so I think they're slacking off the AoE comp too much because they're realizing if they put too much on MF, then it's not going to be a successful team fight.
Yeah, I mean, with Elise being able to, it looks like Elise is going to be top lane, so she's definitely going to be able to jump to the back lines and start hitting on this Malphite. MF, and I really like the Varus pickup with, I don't know if they did this on purpose, recognizing the AoE team comp, but with his ultimate being a, like, spreadable snare, that's going to help them. It could possibly hit all 5 and turn a team fight around really quickly for them.
Sounds interesting. So, this is what we're looking at, guys. We're having a Thresh and Varus, Xin Zhao, Lux, and Elise. Now, do you think this Thresh is going to go to a different lane, or is he going to be the support?
I think he's going to be support. It's actually been seen a lot where supports will take Ignite. I haven't really...
Easy.
I've seen
they don't know that yet.
Oh. Well...
Oh, now they do. So,
yeah.
Yeah. And then we're looking at the purple team having Malphite, Lulu, MF, Jarvan, and Malzahar. So definitely an AoE comp. Definitely trying to keep people in the air as they realize that is one of the strongest forms of CC because it cannot be cleansed out of.
Yeah, and I'm looking at it right now, like team comp wise, I'm gonna say purple team. I like their team comp. I like the way that they're gonna be able to kind of lock down anyone. If this is a really good team for team fighting and catching people out.
Absolutely, I can never knock on a team comp like that. However, I do believe the blue team has an advantage when it comes to team fights because they have so much lockdown of their own. And the fights are really revolving around MF and the bullet time.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, as long as this purple team can do a Lulu Malphite combo and being able to keep this Elise off, or being able to peel for this MF, they should be able to do this pretty well.
Alright, well, I will take your word for it, and what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to take off the summoner blockers, bam, as we get into the delay here, and yes, we do see that Thresh does have Ignite, and we see that Varus opted not to have Cleanse, nor did MF. They are taking barriers. Apparently this is a very new common trend.
Yeah, I've seen a lot. I'm not really sure with the Thresh taking Ignite on this team comp, but I've seen it where, like, if someone has a heal or something along those lines, because the Ignite does reduce healing, over 5 seconds, and reduces healing effects on targets. And I've seen that with a lot of champions with heals. Like, I've seen that used really well if Sion is ever played. People will take Ignite to stop his ult from completely decimating their team.
Well, and another thing is, if you notice on the blue team, there is not one exhaust. Exhaust is very vital in team fights. It doesn't seem like it, but when you can reduce someone's damage to nearly negligible, it helps. And if you don't have an exhaust, that MF has free reign. That Malzahar has free reign.
Yeah. Yeah, I do see that, because this they're not gonna, with Jarvan being able to have kind of a true escape with his flag and then pulled his flag, it's gonna be really well to get away, but without having exhaust on that team, they're not gonna be able to catch up to him, and that's gonna be a slight issue for them.
Yes, I can definitely see that. So we're getting into the loading screen, guys. Please pardon the black. And as soon as we get into this, bam, there it is. We are going to get into border and skin wars, as always. So we're looking at a platinum, 2 platinums, 2 silvers, and a gold. A pretty well balanced team. That would make them all at least gold average. However, you're looking at 4 platinums and a diamond. I think purple team takes the border wars hands down.
Yeah.
And then into the skin wars, it is 5 skins versus 3. I think they win that as well.
Yeah.
So it looks pretty intimidating, guys. You got a lot of work cut out for you, blue team. I'm rooting for you.
And not to mention, I like all of the skins on the blue or purple team, I don't really like that Thresh skin.
Yeah, I was never a fan of that Thresh skin. However, it was to match a set that already exists, so it's kind of cool. And then we're looking at the Warring Kingdoms over here fighting.
Yeah.
Alright, Dynasty Warriors all over again, boys and girls.
Oh man, I love that game.
Alright, and into the start we go. Here we go, round and round. Oh, okay, Malphite's going top lane. Okay.
Yep.
I was expecting him to go jungle, but then again, I just want to see him jungle.
I'm trying to organize this right now.
I'm doing the same, buddy. Bam. Alright, for your viewing pleasure, guys, let's go ahead and list it down. Avy, talk us through these item builds and what you think about them while we look at where they go.
Alright, pretty much all that you can really see out right now are a lot of wards and a lot of pots. Going both AD carries picking up the Doran's Blade. I like that more than Boots 3 or Longsword 2 because it gives them that damage, and you can possibly pressure out the their ADC while doing heavy damage and healing up. Support Thresh just goes two greens, a pink, and some health pots and a mana pot. Yes. Lulu going a pink, 2 greens, and health pots and a charm.
She did already drop one of her items because they were both at quote-unquote full build.
Yep, it looks like it. Full build at level 1.
OP.
Yeah, I'm expecting that charm to go into a Philo at by her first back probably to get that gold per 10.
Absolutely. And what we're going to go ahead and look at is we saw a bit of early scouting from both teams, where red team wanted to get in there and invade. However, blue team was already there with Jarvan. Wow, Lux's wow, Luminosity. There we go. I can still think, I promise. So, yeah, she actually caught them out in the bush while Lulu was dropping a ward into the blue team's red side of the jungle. So everything kind of just diffused from there, and everyone's doing their normal jungling route. However, we are seeing a lane swap in the top lane for the purple team.
I think we've had this conversation previous tournaments where it's usually the ones that initiate the lane swap are the ones that lose it. And
I think I was the one that brought this up.
You might have been actually, but
and then I was proven wrong.
But I do like this lane because Elise is a really strong 1v2er. She's able to lay down some pressure if done, but with this Lulu MF it might be a little hard. But same thing's going on bot lane. Malphite's not the easiest person to farm up with when it's 1v2.
He's actually rather easy to crack down in these early levels because his passive isn't as strong just yet. And what you're going to be looking for is the fact that Varus is just going to be farming, while Thresh's whole purpose in life is going to be make that Malphite stay back from the farm and harass him under the tower. That way he gets as little farm as possible, because whenever you do these lane swaps, you need to starve the other top laner as most as you can.
Yep. And it looks like they're pretty even farm right now. They've been able to keep it out really well. And I don't know if it's just me, but with Elise's her skin, I feel like her attack speed's actually slower.
Might be a hidden passive. However, we saw Jarvan coming in to help Malphite, and he's actually taking a hell of a beating. The Ignite almost taking him down completely. And that would have been a great first blood to see.
Yeah, they've been keeping really great lane pressure, and with them being able to do that without having any damage come out on them, except for Thresh getting hurt a little bit.
It'll be okay. Looks like Zinzal's coming up to the top lane again to help. However, there's not much he can do, especially when the only way he can come in is through a lane gank because of the aggressive warding from the purple team, who already knows he's there.
Actually, I did not see that ward that was placed at that entrance, so that's actually a really strong ward, knowing where he is and knowing that he's coming up to do that, so they can play it, knowing that what he's gonna, knowing I can't even speak today. Jeez.
Oh, but in the top lane, Elise is going hard onto MF. Boom, there goes the repel. We might see a first blood. The parry being popped and the exhaust onto Elise. Bam, there's first blood. And now we're going to see a turnaround on the Lulu, who's running for her life. Not ignited. Xin Zhao going in deep onto the tower. He's going to go ahead and pick up a double kill thanks to Elise picking it up for him. However, the Jarvan's going to pick up the Xin Zhao because of the flag and drag combo with the tower. So Elise is going to walk away with a double kill. And Xin Zhao's going to cry about it later on.
That was a really smart play by them.
Also in the bottom lane, Malphite's getting pulled out just a little bit. However, the tower shots are taking Varus down to almost nothing. He can barely survive in the lane much longer, especially if Jarvan would come in for a gank. However, he is too busy in the top lane.
Right, re-nerf towers, please.
Re-nerf? No.
Yeah.
No, buff them. Are you kidding?
They just buffed them. They're too strong.
Buff them harder. They don't hurt.
They should be able to one-shot your champion.
Yes. However, Jarvan's going to go ahead and be very aggressive and push down this top tower. That way they can undo the lane swap. And we're going to go ahead and see MF and Lulu recall. And soon to be Malphite. And they're going to go ahead and take back their lanes. So let's look at the outcome. Elise definitely won the lane swap when it comes to the blue team. They walked away easily with a double kill to counterbalance this. That's better than what Lulu or an MF can say. So while the red team has a tower, blue team has the advantage in that sense.
And I definitely think that this Elise is gonna be able to handle this Malphite now. Chalice coming down on Malphite for that magic resist, knowing he's going to be back up top against an AP.
Absolutely, but here comes in the mid lane, Xin Zhao going hard onto Lux. However, Lux is trying to run away from Malzahar. We are seeing a lot of damage come out on Malzahar, but it looks like he's going to get out unless Xin Zhao can do that final damage of a charge. 3-talent strike. No, it's not enough. He is being suppressed down. Here comes Jarvan for the flag and drag save, and there it is for a kill under tower. Xin Zhao got a little greedy. He really wanted that kill. If he would have got another melee or two, he would have got Xin Zhao. Malzahar, no problem. However, Malzahar was very smart to save his ultimate for that occasion.
Yeah, also, I think Lux actually ran out of mana, was not able to ult there, or else that would have been a dead Malzahar.
Yes, and we're going to go ahead and see the red team pick up a dragon. There's a counter ward. Now the blue team knows it's happening, but there's still a pink ward, so they're going to go ahead and clear out the vision. Blue team's not happy about it. Ooh, the Jarvan is getting picked down pretty low. However, there goes the smite, and we're not going to see a Jarvan pick up. Oh, wait, yes, we are. The support actually picking up a kill, and now Lulu's using Whimsy onto Varus, and we're going to go ahead and see him get melted down. However, MF is doing whatever she can. The support picks up a second kill. However, Malzahar is showing up to the fight. Varus is sticking around for all he can. Thresh is running around trying to pick up a Lulu. Looks like he's going to go ahead and pick up the Lulu as well for a triple kill. We're going to have Malzahar retreating from Xin Zhao and Thresh. We may even see a quadra kill. There it is, a quadra kill for the support. What the hell is this?
Okay, this game's already over, GG. support just got a quadra, there's nothing else to say.
Oh my goodness.
That was an amazing play, and I'm actually interested to see what he goes back and get. With having that, I would not be surprised actually seeing a Zeke's Herald coming out. Because giving him AD and giving the team a little bit of AD would not be bad.
Not only that, but I believe it still gives life still, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
However, we have MF chasing Xin Zhao out of the jungle. She does not pursue for some ungodly known reason. But it looks like it was for the best. Jarvan's going to go ahead and secure the blue for their team, so they can try and bounce back from that. Now, as you notice, the gold is equaled now because of all those kills. So the global gold gained from the towers is now moot.
Yep, and I'm gonna... Alright, looking at these items so far, Jarvan's picked up his Wriggles, giving him that one free ward. That's gonna be really helpful to the team, being able to give vision to one place. It's having that ward just around. Wards can change games, so that's all you need to know. Just remember to ward. Thresh, Lux picked up that Chalice. That's gonna be built out to a brain fart mode activate.
A brain fart mode, absolutely.
Yep.
Athene's unholy grail.
Yeah, that's it. There we go.
We have Jarvan coming in for a possible lane gang. However, they are playing really aggressive. In goes the... Oh, there we go. The box is coming out. However, it's just not enough. MF is using her ultimate, her bullet time, and we might see a disengage. Will Thresh get out? No, she's going to get shut down by MF. Poor Thresh. The buff transfer is complete.
Really strong, but really bad for this bot lane. Now MF's got a fresh buff, so.
Absolutely.
Back to items. Actually, Malzahar picked up a Haunting Guise, and that's going to be built into Torment. That's going to give a lot of damage over time, like, great for any AP carry. I mean, I haven't really seen, actually, any AP champion I've really seen use it. I've seen Elise Tops pick it up. I've seen...
Oh, Leandre's
like,
Torment?
Yeah.
Are you kidding? Anivia picks that thing up.
Yeah, I know. There's a lot of people that pick that up, or a lot of champions that are picked up.
Oh, I thought you were saying you don't see many.
No. I was saying I see a lot
of... Oh, okay, that's my fault then.
Yeah. Yeah, Lux hasn't built that any farther. Thresh has a Sightstone, obviously far ahead of this Lulu, who's only got a Philo and a Ruby.
Oh, the flash goes down into mid lane. However, suppression goes down. Can they burst down this Malzahar faster than the... No. The kill's going to go down on Xin Zhao from the Malzahar, who used the Space Aid, suppression, and the tower shots. Just enough to kill him. We also saw an Ignite go down on Xin Zhao as well, so it was a very secured kill. Lux just did not have the damage burst potential to take down that Malzahar.
Yeah, I think with that play, Lux, I don't think I saw her auto attack as soon as she hit that bind when he was suppressing. I think that probably actually could have killed him, because if she would have had that little bit of extra damage.
Well, what happens is whenever you use your laser, if there's any stacks of her light, her passive, it consumes it and adds the damage as if you auto attacked.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, like, because she binded and then didn't she use her singularity, or am I
saw
just
her
being...
bind and then laser.
Oh, I'm just being blind then. I thought she used her singularity and then didn't proc the first one and then used her singularity then ult.
Oh.
But I'm just blind then.
It's quite alright. We are seeing a possible engagement in the top lane. Malphite is going on to Elise for just a little bit of a harass, but it's nothing but child's play here apparently.
Yep, Malphite having that giant spell, giving him a lot of good damage. Or good health, or yeah, giving him a good amount of health and keeping him able to out-sustain this Elise.
Looks like we're having the red team's bot lane back out. A fresh turret in their name, so that's going to go ahead and tip the global gold back into their favor. Also with a dragon under their belt. So they're looking pretty set when it comes to the gold advantage. Also looking at farm, Elise is way out farming Malphite. The jungle is just no competition. Jarvan is wiping the floor. Mid lane has to go to Lux, however Malzahar has those 2 kills. And then you look at their 80 carries and MF is just winning with a kill and higher farm.
They have the same farm.
However, these supports though, let me tell you about them supports in their same farm in a quadra kill. I mean, what? Holy crap.
Man, first intensive game. Like, that was amazing.
I felt like an auction barker. Are you kidding? Can we get a single? Can we get a double? Can we get a triple? It's a quadra kill. Sold.
They should just gave him the penta. That would have been bad.
Yeah.
That would have been awesome though.
Free 10-minute penta? No problem.
From the support, even less of a problem.
All right, here we go. We are seeing a convergence onto the dragon yet again. A fresh pink ward goes on a dragon, so the red team is definitely wanting to take it. Malphite is keeping Elise busy, who's their chief damage dealer at this point. However, the blue team does know it's up because they saw the timer, and they are going to try and plot and take this.
Yep, it does look like they're going to be able to get this, and if needed, this Malphite can actually go ahead and teleport down. This Elise does not have teleport, so that's going to give him a little bit more.
Looks like we have a failed ward in the river.
Oh. It's close enough.
We're seeing an invasion coming into the red buff of the blue side. However, they know what's happening. They see it. They're like, hey, get out of my jungle.
Oh, he smited away right when Thresh hooked it. I thought he had gotten it.
However, here goes the engagement. Darden's going down pretty low. However, he does his Cataclysm and bullet time going down. That Varus is going down pretty quick. He's just going to go ahead and fall. The box comes out. Malphite's ultimate comes out. Lux laser. We are seeing so much damage I can't even keep up. We are seeing everything happening. Oh my gosh, they are chasing down this Lux with all the slows in the world from picks. However, it's just not enough. She's going to get away. And Elise, at that time, also took the top tower while Malphite was team fighting. So it was a 2-for-1 situation plus tower. However, we're going to go ahead and see a dragon come out of this as well.
Yeah, and Thresh did pick up that kill. So right now, Thresh is 5 of their 7 kills.
And Elise is the other 2 from the early double kill.
Yep.
So we're still going to see the gold scale tip into the advantage of the red team. As long as the red team can continue this objective advantage, they are going to win, because this game is about objectives and not kills.
Try telling that to 20 or an 0-20 team.
Okay.
But
I will try.
No, but going on for items, that elite. Actually, I'm gonna wait till everyone backs before I do this, because then new items will be picked up. So, the more you know. And we will be seeing another dragon, well, possibly see another dragon fight at 20 minutes and 52 seconds.
Sounds like fun. I want to be there.
You're not allowed. You're not invited. But, alright, so items. Looks like Miss Fortune actually just picked up her Bloodthirster, completing her first big item next to her boots. I don't know if she just got that on that buy.
Oh my god, shiz.
And then Lux picking up her Unholy Grail. I did remember the name that time. And it looks like Elise picked up a Giant's Belt to give her that 380 more HP.
Yeah, so we have the engagement going down in the mid lane. MF is using her bullet time. However, just, oh my gosh, Jarvan was so low from taking tower shots. We are seeing the advantage going into the blue team. Bam! There goes Malzahar dropping pretty quickly. However, the kiting is going to be just enough to dissuade Thresh from continuing on. We're going to go ahead and see a 1-for-2 team fight. Xin Zhao going down like a sack of bricks yet again.
Yep, that was another great ult by Lulu, keeping with that Jarvan going in for that Cataclysm, then ulting him and knocking people up.
However, we see an engagement going down. Varus' ultimate hit the entire members of the team, making MF back off. She went very low. However, we're going to see Thresh go in very hardcore. Malphite using his ultimate to escape and not even touch on the walls. Very brilliant strategy. And we're going to see the entirety of the red team that is still surviving in the mid lane forced it back, which is going to give another tower to the blue team, making it a 3-2 tower advantage instead of a 2-2.
Yeah, that was pretty well timed, really well played with Lux binding and Thresh throwing out the hook and pulling Malphite in closer, starting to force an engage.
Absolutely, and that ward right there is going to let them know, hey, these guys are sticking around, they're back in the lane, so they know how to plan this. Elise is going to go up top to continue her farming, and they also know that people are going to go ahead and leave the area.
Ooh, and looks like on Xin Zhao, one of my favorite items in the game, a locket of the Iron Solari is coming out, giving him 300 health, and giving him that shield. Right now it is, let me look over, see what it is. It's 130 shield, which, I mean, it's everyone's like, oh, it's just that small of a shield. That small of a shield can be the difference between a team fight, because if you ever lived a team fight with like 7 health, and that, it's just like that right there just proves that, like, if you can live a team fight with 7 health and you get that 130 shield, that may be whether you die or live.
Absolutely. There's always, you know, room for argument. People see things differently. However, we're looking at a couple of other items that came out. Namely, Malphite picked up his Sunfire Cape and Malzahar picked up his Death Cap.
Yeah, Malzahar with that Death Cap is going to give him a lot of damage, with giving him that 25 AP, but, oh, looking at the wrong thing, 120 AP, and ability power increased by 30%. It's actually going to put him at, let me look at the 249 AP.
Now, you know it's really brutal is whenever Malzahar gets a Ryle's Crystal Scepter and a Leandry's. Because the space aids, every time it procs, it'll re-slow and it'll start re-burning.
I don't know what's worse, that or Cassiopeia with Ryle's. I don't care if they made it in the AoE thing, that's still bad. Don't expect to move.
You know, what's bad is Thresh with the Ryle's. Don't expect to move outside the box.
Oh, yeah, God. It's already at 99% slow.
However, there is a minimum move speed. You'll always at the very least, have 65 movement speed, but you feel like a slug no matter what.
Yeah. That Thresh, the box is crazy, especially for champions that are able to have like easy run and escapes, like MF with their passive having the increased move speed. Anything really that would help someone run would give them that, give them a slight advantage, well, major advantage chasing them down.
Absolutely. So we're gonna go ahead and see. Not much action happening. Most focus is in the mid lane. However, we're seeing the pings go down saying, "Hey, it's dragon time."
Yep, and it looks like Thresh lands a hook. Nice job, Thresh.
It was warded.
Before this dragon fight possibly happens.
However, we see Jarvan going in with the flag and drag combo and the Cataclysm going down. We're going to go ahead and see everyone get in here. Lux Laser hitting multiple members of the party. The box coming out way too soon. However, we're going to go ahead and see Varus get Thresh get focused down really early on in the fight. Lulu's barely holding on. Here comes the rest of the team. Elise gonna go ahead and take out that Lulu for herself, and we're seeing the rest of the team fight just going down hard. Elise is cleaning up the best he can. Lux is running away. Boom, she's gonna go ahead and get away now. Malphite has to run for his life, and it's just not gonna happen. There goes the flashes all the way down, the stun, and ace.
That was a really good job on that blue team side. I mean, I think Jarvan entered that fight and initiated because he did not see Varus in the bush behind, in the bush that was right next to where he went in. As soon as he went in, he got Thresh hooked and ulted by Varus.
Yes, Thresh actually didn't do so hot this time. He actually dropped the box where none of the combat was.
Yeah, I did see that it was kind of a... I think it was to more or less keep Jarvan in and so they could focus him down.
Well, you never want to focus a Jarvan. He's a tank.
Yeah, I know. I didn't say that he was doing good. I just said I think that's what's happening.
Oh my goodness. So we're looking at the gold scale advantage. Oh, here we go. Engagement in the river. The MF actually getting caught by the chains. Boom, there goes the barrier. We're seeing a lot of damage go down on her. However, the suppression goes down onto Scarlet, and Scarlet is going to drop the focus target. As always, Elise is going down in hard as fast as possible. However, that's going to be a double kill for the Malzahar and shutting her down. We're going to see Thresh try and pull a Malphite for some reason. Shrelia is coming down for the running away. However, there's just not going to be enough to save this Thresh, who just had a derpy moment and hugged the wall. Oh, wait, here goes a flash. Why is he running back in? Who the hell knows? We see a fail binding, Singularity coming out. Okay, there we go. It's just not enough to help.
Alright, and now that they went back, Elise picked up her... Actually, right before that fight, Lulu picked up a Locket of the Iron Solari, Miss Fortune picked up a Phantom Dancer, and Thresh picked up a Shrelia's, which was activated right there. Looks like Elise got her Rylai's, and Jarvan picked up an Agi's.
Oh, the steal from Varus over the wall with his arrow. Very nice steal. They didn't have vision that time. However, they were still able to predict the damage on it. So good play by Blue. That is their first dragon out of the 3 that have come into this world.
That was amazing. Varus actually not having any complete items other than his Berserker Greaves. Right now he has his BS Sword, he has a Bilgewater Cutlass, and he has a Doran's Blade. We
all know that Bilgewater's turning into a Bork.
Yeah. Because it's the League of Blade.
Well, I think he heard you talking about his items and he said, oh, hell no, because he just picked up his Infinity Edge too.
Scumbag.
However, Elise, though, already has a Rylai's. Oh, in the mid lane, Ultimate's going down like crazy. Malphite is going to go gone.
That was a great play on their side, catching him out real easy. I'm pretty sure I did say this at the beginning, that this team is really good for catching people out.
Absolutely. However, Elise picked up a Seraph's Embrace instantly and a Rylai's. So she is going to be slowing people down like crazy, and not only that, but doing a lot of damage.
Yeah, a Fed Elise is a scary Elise. Try and step on that spice. I dare you.
However, we see Thresh going in onto Malzahar. We see an entire fight going down, Cataclysm and Bullet Time going through. Bam, there goes the laser. And we're just going to see possibly just a disengage. Yes, the Space Ace is on the wrong target. and Ignite finally doesn't kill Xin Zhao for once. So we're going to see a full disengage with everybody getting just a little low, at least on each side. However, Elise, that was a 5-on-4 situation. We're going to see Elise go ahead and take down this tower before Jarvan can get there, maybe. No, Jarvan does get there, it just does not matter. And he's going to get slowed and CC'd like crazy. Boom, there goes the assassination from... Boom. I can't even speak. Holy crap. That Elise is scary.
Yeah.
And now she's doing the same thing the Malphite. Come on, chase me.
She's doing a really well job at kiting them out with those abilities.
There goes the repel. We're going to go ahead and see all of her caster form come out. Oh, the stun just missing. Malphite definitely would have gone if that happened.
With those items, him having pretty much perma-slow, she's landing all her abilities really well. And I'm sure if she had any sort of damage, sorry, I'm having like my computer's
Malphite gonna get caught out by Elise. Boom, there we go again. It just does not matter what Lulu does. That ulti just did not save Malphite whatsoever. However, Malzahar wants to turn at her too. So we're gonna go ahead and see a suppression come out, possibly a Space Aids. No, a repel before Space Aids can happen, and the Thresh Lantern perfectly played to get her out.
And double warded, because one ward isn't enough.
No. It needs a friend.
I actually just had like a major computer issue right there that successfully fixed itself because I didn't know what to do. I don't know, my computer screen went black mid-sentence and then it like came back up, so...
Yay!
Good thing that happened.
Tech issues.
Yeah, that was a little, yeah.
Alright, so we see a lot of warding happening at Baron for the blue side. We definitely know by this they're trying to make a play and or keep the red team from doing it. However, this game was in red team's favor for the majority of the early game, and now that we're in the mid game, it is just definitely in the blue team's favor. 5 towers to 2, 1 dragon to 2. That part's not in their favor, but 18 to 14 kills, and the assists are so spread out. It is insane.
You know, I'm gonna still give the dragons to blue because of that blind steal.
I can't give them the dragon advantage just because there's 1 extra dragon in the air somewhere. However, that Sob is going to be coming back here in about 3 minutes, guys. Let's pay attention for that one.
Yep, and Thresh does grab an Oracle, being able to clear those. Actually, so does Lulu right after. And Lux picked up her death cap.
Oh, dear Nord. Here we go. However, we see the red team trying to clear out the wards in their own jungle, knowing this is a little excessive. So here comes Thresh. And the glory part is, it looks like he only found it because of his oracles.
Yeah, because it was probably in the blind vision of Baron. Have you seen that buggy ward that's in Baron Pit?
No, I have not. However, they are really trying to counter ward this, and they are doing a very good job keeping Lulu safe and happy. There goes another ward into the Baron Pit, which means there goes another ward to die. Why? Because pink ward. Oh, Lux is going to get burned down easily. She got picked off. However, Malphite wasted his ultimate, and then here goes the force engagement. They're going to focus Malphite for some ungodly known reason. He is going to go down really quick, fast, and hurry. With bullet time coming out and the Cataclysm, it is just mass chaos. They are taking down that Elise as fast as possible because they realize that's who does the damage. And Varus is just trying to disengage as fast as possible. However, that slow is just going to keep him in place. MF, perfect flash over there. He's going to secure that kill. Thresh is just making himself well known with the beam of light following him everywhere. So they're going to follow him very closely and go ahead and take him out, but not before he kills Jarvan.
Oh man, that was a great fight right there. But alright, let's see. Actually, I've been looking at Varus' build and I've been meaning to say something about it. He's not completing items. Like he is now, but before he had he was building half items and then now he's catching up and cleaning them all up. He has now his IE, well, he's had his IE and he just picked up a Shiv. He still has that Bilgewater, which is going in, well, more than likely going in the Blade of the Ruined King. I'm a little worried if it doesn't.
However, it just does not compare to this MF who has a Bloodthirster, Phantom Dancer, and then a pickaxe. And then we're also seeing a Negatron come out. So she is definitely afraid of that Elise.
Yeah, she knows that Elise is going to be what jumps onto her and what ends her. That Malphite actually picking up some more armor, picking up that Warden's, probably going into an Omen for that AoE slow, which is really useful. Also, attack speed reduction, especially on Varus, is going to be really strong.
Absolutely. The Randuin's Omen, or just Warden Mail in general, is the counter to the Blade of the Ruined King. However, we're looking at a possible Baron Dragon fight with a bunch of wards flying out. However, Lulu still has an Oracles.
Yes, and I'm trying not to say anything like before this fight breaks out because I already know what's gonna happen.
Oh, we're gonna see the blue team go ahead and pick up a dragon. They are now even. However, Elise is just getting burned by that Leandre's Torment from Malzahar.
And then also at 35-42, there's gonna be the dragon backup, so keep an eye on that. And I don't, was this just picked up, or did I already say this is my thing bugging out? But looks like Agi's was picked up, Air Ages, whatever people call it, different things, but picked up by Xin Zhao, giving him that that armor and magic resist and health regen aura.
Absolutely, the Aegis is an awesome item, especially with its new buff. It's crazy.
It got buffed.
Yeah.
Shows how much I read up on.
Here he goes. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on stream for you guys. It has health. It took a reduced health hit, but it has more. It has the same armor, same magic resist. However, the new buff for the aura is 10 armor, 15 magic resist, and plus 10 health regen for 5 seconds. And the increase is effect by 50% on allied minions.
Oh.
So minions
I didn't know
that walk around with Xin Zhao are actually stronger.
Also walk around with Jarvan. Both junglers actually picked that up.
Absolutely. So the junglers are sitting here being defensive for their team, but also for their minions.
And Lulu just picks up that Sightstone. And it looks like Thresh took more of an escape. Oh no, he actually picked up Shurelya's because Locket was picked up by Xin Zhao. I didn't really look that over.
Yes, he's had Shurelya's for quite a little bit.
Yeah, I knew that, but I was just saying that because Lulu just picked up her Locket. Or no, she didn't. What? My chat's
Yes.
like bugging out.
Lulu did pick up a Locket as well.
Yeah, my chat's like, because you know how it shows all the items? It's giving me different times that it's not in order, so this is kind of screwing me up. Hold on.
Oh, well, in the most recent order, Varus got a Static Shiv, Xin Zhao got an Aegis, Thresh got an Oracles, they killed the dragon, Misfortune picked up her last Whisper, and Lulu picked up a Ruby Sidestone.
Alright, now I see it that way. I had to restart the chat thing, like, turn it off and turn it back on. That was really strange.
Alright, we're going to see a possible initiation right here. There's the flag, and there's the flag. However, Xin Zhao's going to go in onto Malzahar, who just baits him out completely. There is so much action going on. Bullet Time just whiffing almost everybody, including Xin Zhao. And the Cataclysm going down. We're not going to see much come out of this. However, Xin Zhao is going to, Jarvan's going to fall down to Varus, and MF is just poking at Varus as much as possible. However, we're going to see an engagement come out of this. Oh, Elise is just hiding in the bushes. Boom! Headshot goes to the Lux on the Malzahar. Fucking Malphite. Oh my god. Too many M names, guys. Too many M's.
It's Fortune, Malzahar, Malphite. What's this?
They're all rock solid, right? Oh! The hook going down onto MF. There goes the laser. There goes all the damage needed. Boom! Shutdown goes to the Varus. And there's a beautiful binding from Lux. And it's just going to be enough damage, especially with the Singularity coming out. Boom. There we go. However, Malzahar is getting cut out by the chains. It's just going to be way too much damage for him. They better get out of that pool before the burning. And, whoo! Thresh just barely lives. He is running away from that beast because that is going to kill him. There we go. The minions saved his life, and they're going to back out after they get his inhibitor and turret.
Go, Minions, go. Xin Zhao did pick up a runic bulwark on his back.
Yes.
That's going to give him a... I love runic bulwark.
And you're going to love what it does, because it gives, again, 10 armor, but instead of 15, it gives 25 magic resist, 10 health regen per 5 instead of 5, and it still does the increase for minions.
Yep. Really good item. Alright, looks on Jarvan. He picked up a Phage for that slow on hit. He has a Giant's Belt, and... No, he didn't. I don't think he just got these, but I'm just going over items. Malzahar with the Death Cap, giving him a lot of ability power. I actually wanted to see what his ability power is at now. 316. It was at 249 last time I checked.
He's getting crazy. And it looks like he's going to go ahead and build that Ryze like I mentioned, because he has a Giant's Belt and an Emptome, which is the 2 of 3 ingredients. He's just missing his blasting one.
Yep. And on the other side for Lux, she got the Zanyas, she has her Death Cap, she has her Unholy Grail, she got her Sorcerer Shoes, and her Elixir of Brilliance, giving her that ability, power, and cooldown reduction.
And Varus has completed another item. He has his Bork.
Alright, so let's see. We'll see that coming out. I was actually kind of surprised MF did not get the Black Cleaver for the armor, but she did get Last Whisper for that. So she's going to be able to shred with that.
Yeah, she just ignores your armor, and that is actually worse than just shredding it.
Yeah. Zana's also came out on Elise, giving her that ability, power, and armor. And yeah, that active is something to be, or nothing to be messed with, because
however, the red team is going to go ahead and pincer in on the blue team. A beautiful counter initiation for the blue team. The turret is down. Xin Zhao is doing his job, keeping everyone busy. The Varus ultimate lands beautifully onto the red team, and there is just so much chaos going down. There goes the laser from Lux. It's going to do a lot of damage. Malphite's trying to keep Lux busy. However, there's just so much chaos. Varus is just doing his job like a boss, cleaning up the entire team. And you see them pushing in. Lulu is the next target of Varus. Bam, there it goes, there it goes. MF is also low. We're going to see a possible, no, the binding misses. Lulu doing everything she can to protect MF. However, we might see an arrow for the pickup. Are we going to see that? Varus, no, you disappoint me. Oh well, it's okay. We are going to see a possible inhibitor come out of this as well. Misfortune has to sit on the fountain just for a few more seconds to heal up, because she does not have home guard. And here she comes out to the fight with her Banshees.
And yeah, on that death, Elise picked up a Leandre's Torment, giving some more damage, and it looks like they're going to be looking to end this.
I would too if I had this team comp right now. Bam, there goes MF. She's getting really low. However, the arrow and binding are going to miss, so it's just going to be also a miss of laser. However, it's just so much damage coming out from Varus, it just does not matter. And it looks like they're going to go ahead and try and escape while they can. Very good by Thresh. And Lux is spamming her laugh like a cheap schoolgirl.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of called this completely wrong. It just shows that you don't need to be platinum.
Boom! Look at that beautiful lantern escape just being set up by Thresh. And the red team is just having a chaos of time to handle this. They have 3 inhibitors down. That is spawning double super minions in all lanes. That's crazy.
They're doing really well this fight, or this game. I really was gonna give it to the red team from load-in just by border skins, and I like their team comp a lot. They didn't really go with the combo I was thinking after that Malphite was picked up, but I mean, they're still in the fight, just doesn't look too well for them.
No, and as was mentioned in this whole thing, if you can interrupt any part of their AoE and take out MF, just keep her out of the fight, it's over.
Yeah, which is Elise has been doing a great job on.
Everybody on the blue team is a single target fighter, for a very few exclusions of skills. And that is what lets them focus and burst.
Yep. And they're doing a really solid job on focusing down and making sure that what they need to do to win this game is getting done.
Oh, it looks like the bottom inhibitor is up, and then we have the mid inhibitor coming up as well, so they still have super minions spawning in the top lane. However, they can make a giant play off this and get those double super minions.
Sorry. What's up,
Darvin going in with the flag is just not enough, though. He's got Thresh pulled, Cataclysm going down onto Lux. It's just so much chaos going down. MF got ulted by Lulu, and using bullet time, it just does not seem to be doing as effective as it once was. Boom, there goes the assassination from Elise onto MF. The Zhonya saving her life just a little bit longer. Malzahar picking up Elise, though, with the dot, and just instantly being picked up by Lux. And now Malphite's running for his life, as well as from Lulu. Lux is still going in pretty hard, just ignoring the turret completely. However, it still hurts quite a bit. In goes the knockup from Jarvan and his flag, and we see another initiation coming down. However, it just does not seem to matter since the inhibitor went down yet again, which was their goal in all this fight. And there's just so much chaos. Varus is picking away at this Malphite, and he seems to turn his target onto Lulu, who seems to go down really quickly thanks to Lux and the laser. And Thresh is just doing so much CC, it was freaking crazy. All the CC happening. There goes Malphite yet again, and he's just being burst down by the entirety of the team working together and running and kiting, and bam, there goes the kill for the ace. And we're going to go ahead and call this as a GG to the Nexus.
That was actually called the GG. They were saying, Red Team was saying GG before they even made it to the Nexus.
Woo!
Very good game on Blue Team's part. I definitely was calling the wrong team, so I'll give that to you. You called the right one.
Alright, we're going to go ahead and swap back over. Now, as we can see, we are in the loading screen here, and post-game, I still have to give MVP up to Elise.
Yeah, she was doing a really well job on being able to jump onto that AD carry, jumping onto Misfortune, making sure that their AoE team comp was kind of shut down by keeping her away from being able to actually do much.
Alrighty, so with this as a successful win for the blue team, sorry I do not have your team name, I do apologize, but we will be seeing you advance into round 2. Well done.